Hello guys, it's Deep Cosmic Space Wizard. I'm bringing you guys another collective tarot card reading for the day. And remember, if this doesn't resonate with you, just leave it alone. This is a collective reading, so this isn't for everybody. Um, so for the day, I pulled the card Judgment. So basically, I'm seeing, with the Seven of Pentacles, like, Seven of Pentacles is about working on something. So whatever you've been working on, um, you know, the the angels or higher dimensional beings of some sort, uh, you know, higher energies, they've been watching you. You know, maybe your ancestors, your spirit guides. Uh, the universe is kind of seeing all this work you're putting into something, and they want to reward you with the Justice card. From all this work that you're doing, whatever it is, they want to reward you in some kind of way, whether it be emotionally, financially, spiritually. However you're supposed to get rewarded, there's so many ways, that, putting in whatever work that you've been putting in is going to reward you. I'm also seeing that, maybe look to see how you could be more efficient, you know. Um, try to improve on your work or your study or whatever it is. Like, say if you study for like 2 hours a day, maybe try to make it 3 or 4. You know, maybe if you're at 4, maybe try to make it 5 or 6. If you're at 5 or 6, maybe try to make it 7 or 8. And I know this might seem kind of crazy, like 7 or 8 hours, studying a day or whatever, or working a day on what it, like it, cause like okay, but think about it, like we work a job 8 hours a day. Why wouldn't we put that much time into something that we would rather do? You know, like if you got time, put as much time as you can into that thing that you would rather do than the job that you have to work in order to make money. Because the more time and effort we put into something, the more it's gonna pay back. And yes, you do have to make sure what you're doing, you don't burn out, like you're actually performing well, so you gotta like, I think it's all about just finding where you can improve. Can you put more time into it? Is putting more time into something that's good for you? That's something you have to decide for yourself. um, but yeah, staying driven, you know doing it even when you don't feel like doing it. um, because our habits create our life. And when you get used to doing something, it just kind of becomes automatic. So at first, like, maybe you got to push yourself. Maybe you get like headaches and you get uncomfortable, and like it's hard to push yourself to do 4 hours of your craft, in one day. But next thing you know, after like 2 weeks, it's like, okay, 4 hours isn't really that bad. And then you do 5 or 6, you know? Um, because I'm seeing like this hard work is really where all the karma is gonna come. That's where you're gonna get rewarded for how much time and effort you're putting into what it is you want to do. Uh, yeah, yeah, and like I said, look at it like, well, I work 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day at my job for 5 days a week. Am I able to do that with what I love doing, or with something that I'm truly passionate about? And creating your why you're doing it can help you overcome the how. Like if you have a good enough reason why you want to do something, you'll find a way to push yourself through this uncomfortableness. Um, so so yeah, this is all up to us. Maybe it's not pushing ourselves 8 hours a day, Maybe it's just 2 hours, you know, maybe it's just doing that thing once a day, whatever it may be. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. Um, but I am hearing like try to figure out how you can be how can you improve on it, you know? How can you improve on your craft or your passion that you're working on? Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all for today, guys. I'm wishing all of you magical souls peace, love, bliss, success, prosperity, abundance, joy, and namaste.